This is Concrete Snowboarding, and by taking you on an adventure through Germany, Belgium and France, I'm going to be showing you exactly why this sport is so underrated. We'll be meeting old friends and making new ones through the incredible sport known as freeboarding. I'll show you some of my top tips for going fast on a freeboard and so much more. Get ready for this one because it's going to be awesome. And I'll split the video into parts which you can find down here so that you can watch the bits that are most relevant to you. Let's go! The way freeboards move is unique to say the least, and thanks to the two spinning cast wheels, it moves as though there was no friction whatsoever. And given this counterintuitive design, it can be quite difficult to learn when you're first starting out, and something that I've always struggled with is picking up speed and not carving it away. And so I knew that this was what I had to practice before heading across Europe to freeboard with the monkeys. And so this is what I learned in the process. I'm really trying to learn to pick up speed in switch and regular, so hopefully I can help you do it as well if you've got a freeboard. So why is it important to hold edges on a freeboard? Well, the fact is, because you can brake, you'll often find yourself carving away speed when you don't really need to. And that's obviously not ideal if you want to start riding quickly. And the advice that I got in Greece is that you want to go with the flow of the hill and hold your edges as you travel down. The trick is to try and have the lightest touch on the edge that you're on. So for example, if you're on your toe side, you want to be heavy enough that you're firmly on the toe side, but not incredibly heavy that your board ends up turning the wrong way and losing control. So ideally you want to be lightly on the edge that you're on, whether that's heel side or toe side. And that's actually quite difficult to do, but with enough practice, you'll definitely get there. If you want to practice this yourself, I'd recommend finding a long hill and trying to hold your edges for as long as possible. You want to avoid large carving motions like this, which will massively cut your speed. And finally, make sure to practice this in switch as well, because you will make so much more progress on the freeboard if you practice this at the same time. So with all that practice, it was time to hit the slopes of Europe. And so we set off for a freeboard adventure from Germany through Belgium all the way to France to meet Manta and Doctor from the monkeys and hit the slopes.
Yo! So we are in... Where are we? In...
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe in Belgium.
In Belgium? We're hitting this spot down... Let's see if we can get here. And we've even got Tara. We've even got Tara. Tara's going to drop in with us. So let's see how good we can get the spots. Let's go.
We took the first runs pretty easy, so it was mostly just spins and carves and then trying to race with Tara to the bottom of the hill. But after warming up, we started to pick up some speed. It is honestly always so much fun to ride with new people, and I got to practice all kinds of spinning and chill moves in this first spot. And we got to meet with Adnan, who recently picked up a freeboard and has been riding it loads. It just shows how much progress you can make in a short amount of time on the freeboard. And we got to see Manta's incredibly smooth 360s, which I hadn't seen since Switzerland. And as we made our way back up, Tara found something on the way.
Look what she's got. She's got the sign from the road. Look at her.
Meeting Freebord dogs is always hilarious, and Tara was absolutely no exception. She's a puppy rescue dog and she has a very funny still face. And the next day we set off for France. After picking up some snacks for the journey, we made our way to the next spot, where I finally had the chance to put the practice to the test and bomb some hills.
We have arrived. We are with the French crew and we're going to be hitting this spot around here. I am pretty excited for it. We've got the whole crew, we've got Manta. Let's see what we can get. The whole crew.
As always, I warmed up with some freestyle and then practiced some more spins and overslides before trying to pick up some more speed. They invited, I ripped it. I think the instrumental was brand Nubians. Punks jump up to get beat down, but we were in. Me and Tip to get recorded real MC. Strictly underground and her in the same day. Wiz and Chameleon were amazed. The track was
very good. I think it was position.
So this spot's like a giant U, and we're going to try and bomb in. We've got Luca who's going to be on the lookout for cars. So we'll see how fast we can go.
It was a great first spot for the day, and we even got to explain freeboarding to people who were interested. We saw some great riding from this year's rookies, and once we'd been there long enough, we decided to hit a more serious spot. But Manta was having some problems with his board.
This one here is loose.
Manta rides a 5X with straight blues, no little coin to add suspension or whatever. I think Manta's setup is fucking sick, honestly, and he's got like a massive deck with the 5X on blue springs and new height privileges with the curved back. It stops the noise that you might have heard the 5X make, the kind of grrr. I don't know what the noise is, but you know, if you've got one, you'll know what it is. I get a decent number of people asking what the best downhill board setup is, and honestly, I think Manta's figured it out. So an extra large deck, maybe 87 centimeters, with the 5X and then these new height privileges. It rode so smoothly. It was completely different to the standard 5X setup. And I won't lie, I think I'm gonna have to copy his setup pretty soon. So it was getting to the end of the Europe trip, and we had the last massive hill to bomb down. And so we got ready for the fastest bomb that I've ever done on a freeboard.
You know what's up, soul students, they know what's up. Tiffany Gift, she know what's up. Back to minutes, he know what's up. The Captain MC, he know what's up. And now Bones, he know what's up. Conveyor Scott, I know what's up. VA, he know what's up. In the look, they know what's up.
At the end of the day, I think it just came down to letting go and letting the hill take me rather than carving away all the speed. So thank you to Mario and Manta for organising such a last-minute concrete snowboarding trip across Europe. It was fantastic to try and keep up with them because they are some fast riders for sure. Thanks to the new riders, Jean-Seb and Luca, who showed us their spot, and they were really impressive for how long they've been riding, so I really hope they keep up with the progress. And finally, a massive thank you to Adnan and his family for hosting us over the trip. They were incredible hosts and are a testament to the spirit of freeboarding. So if you made it to the end of the video, then thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Otherwise, I'll leave you with the outtakes, and I hope you have a good one.
We've got Adnan, who's setting up a board from Quentin, so Quentin Strum, for Adnan's son, which is pretty fucking sick, honestly.
Quentin Santa Cruz.
C'est Quentin Santa Cruz. What? Fuck. How the fuck do you control this piece of shit?
Yo!
Oh, man.
This one is